Okay, welcome to the final match of the day. It's been a long day. Big, long day. A lot of matches. Unfortunately, not all of them have been as good as we had all hoped, right? I mean, I think we were hoping that we'd be getting a couple of epics today. I don't think we've had one epic yet. Maybe the Gauff-Mukova match. That was pretty good, but yeah, unfortunately, all the men's matches were straight sets. Sabalenka and Boko was good. Jovic was on a mission, and yeah. Demonor versus Carlos in the quarters. It's official. Yep, we just watched it. Yeah. Why did you not stream the match for Demonor? He was so good. What? Chat, did I dream that I watched that match? I thought I did watch that match. We just watched that match, right? I didn't black out for 3 hours and not watch that. I watched that match, right? We literally just watched that match. We've just come from that match, right? Chad, I'm losing my mind. I'm not crazy, right? We watched that, right? I'm very sure you did. Thank you. I thought we did too. Good. God, I thought I just blacked out for like an hour. Yeah, we literally just watched it. Why didn't I stream it? No, I did. Why didn't you watch it with me? Where were you? You weren't here. We watched the whole damn thing. You weren't even here. Where were you? The hell? Where were you? All right. Let's see what happens here, because these two have, I'm sure they've played, right? I think they've played before. Didn't they play the French? Yeah, they played once. Indian Wells last year, and it was Andreeva 7-5, 6-3 in the quarterfinals. So, yeah. They played the one time. And it was Andreeva getting the win. Winner of this place, Coco Gauff. Can we please have a good match? I know, right? Can we please have a good match? Can this please be good? Menchik withdraws, Djokovic through. Yep. Have they changed the schedule yet? Has the schedule been changed the way that we had asked for it? No, they haven't changed the schedule yet. They must be calling Jannik Sinner. Hey, do you want to play after Swiatek? Hey, do you want to play at night? Like night? Real late night? It'll be cold. Hey, Jannik. Hey, yeah. Craig here. Yeah. Craig Tiley from the tennis. Yeah. You want to play at night? Real late? Like real late? We're talking like 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Might even be 9 if Swiatek takes forever. Maybe we'll push it out to 9. What's the temperature? Gonna be 25 degrees Celsius. Okay, call me back. All right, you need to think about it. All right, here we go. Players are walking out on court. We actually have bangers tomorrow. So tomorrow, first match tomorrow, Magula Keys. Love that. Musetti Fritz. That feels like 5 sets. We'll watch that. Sinner Dadiri hopefully will get promoted. So we can watch Shelton Rood. Into Swiatek, into Sinner. That's the plan. If the Australian Open just do what The fans want. Give us what we want. Don't put a doubles match on instead of Djokovic. That is not a fair trade. That is a rip-off. Do you want Djokovic or do you want doubles? Well, you're having doubles. No, I ordered Djokovic. Here come the players. So excited 12 hours ago. Oh, so much has changed. Yeah, I'm bummed out because the Demon All match was a flop. I was hoping that would be like a 5. Like once we moved from the Medvedev match, I thought, oh, here we go. The Medi match was a surprise, and the Alcaraz match was great, but I'm bummed out that the Demon All Bublik match was not good. I was hoping that we'd be able to like sit here for a couple of hours and watch some insaneness, but no. All right. Sinner should be on Rod Laver Arena anyway as defending champion. Well, yeah, that's it. I think the only reason he's on Margaret Court tomorrow is because he didn't want to play in the day. He probably wanted a night session, and Djokovic was getting priority. So, if I had to guess the schedule change, Sinner goes across and plays in Djokovic's place. Rude Shelton move into Sinner's spot, and then they put a doubles match on after as the night session match for that. Like they'll promote Sinner, or maybe they'll promote Sinner. They'll promote Shelton because then Margaret Court Arena doesn't have 2 matches. Or what they might do is they might just grab Shelton Rude and swap it with Djokovic, leave Sinner where he is, and then put a double, put joint in the mixed doubles because Maya Joint's playing mixed doubles. Chuck her on the center court, her on the John Cain Arena as well. John Cain Arena is not supposed to have the best matches. It's the 3rd biggest court. It's not supposed to have all the singles matches anyway. So. Sinner would probably rather play on Margaret Court than have to play with the Heat. Yeah. Well, now that he has the option that Rod Laver Arena is open for business, maybe he'll be able to jump over there. But either way, I don't know. I just hope the schedule is kind. Because if they put a doubles match on there, then we finish after Swiatek, and that's the end of the night. That's it. We finish early, which is fine, but it's also boring. Joint lost the mixed. Well, why is she scheduled for tomorrow then? Why is Joint lost the women's doubles today? Yeah, Joint lost the women's doubles today. She's playing mixed tomorrow. Trust. Sinner would, yeah. All right, here we go. Andreeva versus Svitolina. Winner plays Gauff. The women's draw is really getting... I mean, the whole draw is getting interesting now. All right. Show Kyrgios Fernandez instead of Djokovic? What a terrible trade. Why would you want to put Kyrgios Fernandez over Djokovic on center court when you've paid hundreds of dollars? Kyrgios and Fernandez, fine, but they should. That's not Rod Laver. That's not the same as as Djokovic. That's a total different trade. If I have a ticket to tomorrow night and that match happens instead, I'm going what? Swiatek's going to kick an Aussie in the butt for 55 minutes, and then I'm going to watch a doubles. Like, that doesn't feel like it's worth it, personally. Like, unless you're a patriotic Aussie who's like, running around with a flag around your neck as a cape, I don't give a shit if an Aussie's playing doubles on center court. I want Djokovic, or I want a men's singles match that's just as good. There's no way, like, only the patriotic Aussies are wanting, like, more Aussies. Because Swiatek's probably going to wreck. Hopefully she doesn't, but probably going to wreck Inglis, if we're going to be honest. Because she doesn't really, look at what happened to Lise last year, right? That could happen tomorrow. Swiatek might be in a mood. And then what? You got to watch Kyrgios play doubles. Cool. Kyrgios is great. Lots of fun. But when you're being promised Djokovic, why would you, like, would you have paid to watch Nick Kyrgios play mixed doubles instead of playing, like, at the same price as Djokovic? No. Hell no. Plus, I don't think Keegs wants Rod Laver anyway, because he can't do his thing. He's got a better crowd on John Cain Arena anyway. Rod Laver Arena is too stiff for him, for his kind of tennis. Anyways, I'm going to go on Andreeva and, what did I say? Svitolina in 3. I reckon this might be Svitolina. It's Ruud Shelton now confirmed. Yes. 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 Is that confirmed? Yes. And Joint got promoted. See what I tell you, chat. They were watching. Thank you, Australian Open, for listening to the fans. Finally. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. We get to watch Ruud Shelton, which is a banger. So the plan tomorrow. Pegula Keys, Musetti Fritz. We then jump over and watch Sinner versus Dideri, Inglis versus Swiatek, and we finish with Ruud Shelton. That's a great day. What a great day. Love 40. Andreeva got break points already. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Australian Open. You made the right decision. Joint got promoted as the doubles match in the mixed doubles. Totally understandable. Raducanu and Mertens is also happening tomorrow. We might watch that too, maybe. And Nissimova Wong's the only one that we might... I don't know. We'll see. We could watch everything, maybe. Menchik withdrew because of an abdominal strain. All right, love 40. As we get a let. I also made a video about it, so please watch the video, please. I made the video so I didn't have to talk about it. I make videos so you know what's going on. And if you've seen the video, like the video. Craig is watching. Well, thank you for Craig watching. Appreciate that. He listened. All right, 1540. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, 2 save, 30-40. Serve again. Into the forehand of Andreeva, backhand of Svitolina. It's Andreeva. Again to the backhand of Svitolina. Andreeva with the backhand of her own. Svitolina. Again to the backhand of Andreeva as they go backhand to backhand. Svitolina again to the backhand of Andreeva. Svitolina into that backhand again of Andreeva. Andreeva hits a wide when she goes down the line. And it's deuce. Andreeva had the chances. Svitolina serves. Double fault? No. First serve fault. Second serve. Serving the forehand of Andreeva. Return goes wide, and it's advantage Svitolina. All right. Svitolina with a fault. Second serve. As with a forehand rally. Svitolina. Again to the forehand of Andreeva. Svitolina backhand cross court. Andreeva gets it with a slice. It's in the net. One love on Svitolina. Good start. Good start from Andreeva. From Svitolina. All right, first game. Zverev TN might be the most competitive. Yeah, I think so too. But then I thought that today about Medvedev. I thought Medvedev was going to be competitive, and that was the biggest shock of the day. I mean, I'm not surprised that Bublik threw in the towel a little bit, but very surprised that Medvedev was just totally over hit, like he completely wrecked. That was not on my bingo card. All right, love 15. Andreeva hits it out. I'm worried now the quarterfinals of the men's won't be as good as I'm hoping. Nah, they will be. There'll be a couple of good ones. There always is. Tuned in from Miami. Hey, what's up, C? How you doing? Love 15. Return goes in the backhand of Andreeva. As a backhand now down the line to the forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva forehand down the line in the nets, and it's love 30. Svitolina a chance to get the break here. Love 30. Love 30. Serve at the backhand of Svitolina. Return goes in the forehand of Svitolina now. She sprays it wide. 15-30. Does Dadiri have a chance? Does Dadiri have a chance? Yep. What's it say? Consult me later. Anyways, 30-0. From now on, I'm deferring all questions to the ball. I was looking forward to the Menchik versus Djokovic rematch. Me too. I'm so bummed out by that. Not to mention all the matches today were... Most of the matches today were flops. And then we lose that match. So it's like, oh no. This tournament is falling apart. All right. Andreeva, 40-30. 40-30. There's a bit of fault, second serve. There's a bit of backhand slice from Svitolina to the backhand of Andreeva. Backhand down the line of the forehand of Andreeva. Backhand now from Svitolina is a winner. No. Andreeva puts up a lob. Lob goes long, and we get the deuce. Hey, Greenbird, thank you for the 38 months. Appreciate that. Cam, I think you should ask for your money back. The magic ball is fake. I only got one consult me answer. Consult me later. Should I ask for a refund? Positively, all right. I think the ball's just sassy. It's like, if you don't like it, fine. I'll go somewhere else. You got to respect the magic of the ball, all right? You got to respect the magic of the ball. As the return goes to the backhand of Andreeva. Svitolina hits it wide. It's 1-1. No, the walkover doesn't count as a win. Only retirements count. Walkovers are non-matches. Oh, 1-0. What happened to Medvedev? I missed the match. He got overruled. All right, love 15. Andreeva trying to get the break. She was up at love 40 in the first game. As the return goes into the backhand of Svitolina. Backhand from Andreeva to the forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva forehand again to the forehand of Svitolina. Into the forehand of Andreeva. Svitolina wins the point though. Andreeva overhits it. 15-0. All. As Svitolina serves again. Serving to the forehand of Andreeva. Good return. Svitolina comes to the net. Andreeva with a backhand passing shot winner. And it's 15-30. Tien completely outplayed him. Yeah. How crazy would it be if Inglis takes that Swiatek in Australia? The fans would go wild. Yeah, it'd be crazy. It would be crazy. As we default second serve. Serve again. Into the back of Andreeva. Return goes long 30-0. As the return goes in the back of Svitolina. Forehand now sliced from Andreeva. Svitolina forehand to the slice of Andreeva. Again to the forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva forehand again to the forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva goes down the line. Svitolina backhand cross. Svitolina gets with the backhand. Into the forehand of Andreeva with a slice again. And that goes wide by Andreeva on that slice. And it's 40-30. Nice hitting from Svitolina. All right. All right, 2-1. Svitolina holds. Great match from Tien. He's just an amazing player. Yeah, he is. When I got back home, literally the first tweet was Menchik pulled out. I know, it's so annoying. Well, at least he pulled out 24 hours early so they could change the schedule. At least he did that. That's the least he could do. It's the least he could do. Two, 2-1. Andreeva so buff. Looks like she could be a linebacker for the Broncos today. Is she, though? I didn't see any sign of injuries against Quinn. Yeah, he said it was like progressing as the matches went on, so it was getting worse and worse. So maybe after the Quinn match he was like, oh, it's gotten to a point where I'm like, it's actually a pain now. All right, 2-1 Svitolina. As the return goes to the backhand of Svitolina. Backhand now from Andreeva. Into the backhand of Svitolina as Andreeva goes down the line and wide. Love 15. Love 15. Can Tien win a set against Alcaraz or Sinner? Well, he has to play Zverev first. As we get a forehand, goes out by Svitolina. 15-all. All right, 15-30. Serving to the backhand of Svitolina as a fault second serve. There's a bit of double fault Svitolina, and it's 15-40. Tien Alcaraz won't happen like Fonseca Sinner didn't happen. Okay. 15-40. And then an ace down the tee. 30-40. All right, as that goes out by Andreeva, and it's 3-1 Svitolina with a break. And the winner of this place, Coco Gauff, who won in a very close match earlier today against Mukova. Competitive. It's been the only match that has been went the distance out of all the matches, men and women's today. Is Andreeva wearing black or red? Green? All right, 3-1. As Svitolina hits it out. Love 15. Love 15. Little fault from Svitolina, second serve. Serve again. Into the forehand of Andreeva. Backhand up from Svitolina. To the backhand of Andreeva. Sliced. Into the forehand of Svitolina. That goes off the tape. Andreeva comes to the net. But hits it out. And it's 15-all. right, 30-15. Svitolina serves again. Into the forehand of Andreeva. Svitolina forehand to the backhand of Andreeva. Svitolina forehand goes long. And it's 30-all. I mean, Tien in this mode is beating Zverev, no doubt in my mind, but that's my opinion. Yeah, but Zverev apparently was playing pretty good today too, so yeah. Good serve, Svitolina, 40-30. All right, 40-30. As that goes to net by Svitolina, we get to deuce. Tien is 3-2 against Zverev? Really? That's crazy. All right. Deuce. As a return. Goes in the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand from Andreeva. Svitolina with a pass. But it's wide. Advantage on Andreeva. No, the head-to-head's 1-1. Oh. Then why would somebody say 3-2? Yeah, I was going to say, they haven't played 5 times. There's no way. No chance in hell they'd play that long. That's just way too many. All right, Andreeva breaks back. 3-2. Svitolina. All right. We're back on serve. Okay. Tien versus Vera will be 7-5, 4-6, 7-6, 6-3, 6-6-3. I hope so. We haven't had I don't think we've watched a 5-setter all tournament. We didn't watch Stan. We didn't watch Medvedev. So, yeah, we haven't watched a 5-set epic this week, which is very strange. And I thought today we'd get one. But instead we got 4 matches that were straight sets. And that's so confusing. And the only match that was competitive was the one that I think maybe people thought was going to be the easiest, considering how good Alcaraz is. But that was the Alcaraz match was the most competitive straight sets win. 15 love. I can't believe we didn't even get a 4-setter today. Crazy. As we do return, the backhand of Andreeva. Svitolina forehand to the forehand of Andreeva. Svitolina backhand to the forehand again of Andreeva. Svitolina again to the Andreeva forehand. Andreeva in the nets. 15-all. Yeah, Mukova and Gauff was great. That was a great match. That was the one I didn't expect to be the be competitive, considering their history. So that was a pleasant surprise, you know. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. All right, backhand. Slice from Andreeva into the forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva slice again. It goes long, and Svitolina's got another chance for a break point here, 15-30. As we get a fault, second serve. Sue expects Swiatek English to be one-sided, and actually it'll be three-set epic. I'll be happy to be wrong. As the return goes in the forehand of Andreeva. Andreeva hits a winner, 30-all. Will Swiatek English be a good match? You can count on it. Yay! Finally. I'm so excited for that match now. Okay, 30-40. 30-40. Chance for a break here for Svitolina again. As the return goes back on Andreeva. Andreeva in the net. Okay. All right, we're back with Svitolina in the lead, 4-2. Is Raducanu playing doubles? Who is her partner? Hey, Felix. Do you ever get, like, bored of... I don't know, dude. I don't know, just... Do you ever get bored? Love 15. Is this the least dramatic AO in recent years? Maybe. It definitely has... I was hoping that today was going to be... It was pretty dramatic yesterday. Today has been pretty uneventful. Which is fine after yesterday. The last 2 days have been pretty crazy. And tomorrow might be pretty crazy. So... All right. Good serving from Svitolina, 30-15. As Andreeva hits a lovely passing shot on the run and big shout. 30-all. Huge forehand from Andreeva on the stretch. All right, return goes into the forehand of Svitolina. Down the line, the backhand of Andreeva. Lob goes up and in. Svitolina runs back into forehand to the backhand of Andreeva. Now Svitolina with a forehand on the stretch. Goes in the net. And it's 30-40. Andreeva to take the break back. As Svitolina with a lovely inside-out forehand. Lob goes up. And then Svitolina puts it away. Deuce. Last stream for the day. Yeah, this is the last match of the day, so there's nothing else on. So yeah, this will be my last stream because it's my last match. Okay. Deuce again as Svitolina comes to the net. Andreeva with a pass again. Andreeva with the passing shots is so good in this match. All right. Advantage Andreeva to get back on serve. Svitolina serves. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Svitolina puts away the forehand and we're back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. All right, good serving from Svitolina. Advantage. All right, good serve again. And Svitolina. 5-2 first set. I was just reading that Menchik pulled out. Wow, yep. Another withdrawal. Another match lost. And the matches we've had haven't been as good. Mirra is losing, yes. So disappointed that today hasn't been as good as I felt it might be, yeah. Yeah, same here. I mean, I was expecting a little bit more from today. I don't think today was. I think today was pretty. It's been pretty disappointing for sure. When you've got a top 10 clash, and one player completely wrecks the other, that just. Like, the Tien beating Medvedev thing was interesting because it was the higher-ranked player getting smoked. Zverev beat Cerundolo, like, that was probably going to happen. But the Demon or Bublik match was really disappointing. Like, Bublik... Yeah, I don't even know. After the first set, just... disappeared. There's a backhand winner from Svitolina, left 15. And the problem is for Demonor is that he didn't get tested. So now he's going to play one of the hardest tests in tennis. You know what I mean? He's gone from like today playing someone who he didn't have to do much to. He played well, Demon, but he didn't have to play that well. To now having to play the best match of his career against Alcaraz. Like, how you go from... Like, there's been no, like, warm-up, you know? It was like a practice match today. And then he's going to go play the King. Like, so that sucks. That's not good preparation for Demon. It sucks. We should have Bublik versus Medvedev today. Tien Demon or... Yeah. Or Paul. I would have taken Paul Demonor. That could have been good. Backhand return. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Svitolina forehand to the backhand of Andreeva. Love 30 here as we get a backhand again from Svitolina. Andreeva in the net. Love 40. Love 40. Yeah, Monfils is in the audience. He's in the coach's box. Svitolina looks dangerous. She does. She is playing well. Love 40. Serving the forehand, Svitolina. Return the nets. 15-40. All right, 30-40, 2 saved. As it a backhand out from Andreeva, that goes wide, and Svitolina takes the first. 6-2. Okay. First set to Svitolina. All right. Andreeva's going to the bathroom. All right. 8 winners and 11 errors from Svitolina. 10 winners and 18 errors by Andreeva. But the thing in that, it was very close. That was a very close set. They both had the same amount of break points. Andreeva serving a little bit worse overall. But other than that, I mean, Svitolina was just cleaner on the ground strokes. But it wasn't... I mean, Svitolina... Andreeva did break back and then got broken. So, I mean, it wasn't that... Well, the first part of that set was pretty close. Andreeva going for a mid-match test. What are you talking about? Boo-hoo. Just heard the news that Menchik pulled out. It's the best chance Djokovic will have to get to the final. Yeah, I said that in the video. I think it's a great. I think it only helps Djokovic, considering that he's going to play either Musetti or Fritz. So no matter what, he's going to get a test in the quarters, right? So he's going to get that match preparation, unless they withdraw, for Sinner if he plays Sinner. So at least he has that. Whereas had this have been the quarters and he didn't play before Sinner, then I would say this is probably a bad thing because having no match before Sinner. And having won all these matches so easily so far, Ben Zandschulp wasn't easy, but he's straight sets. So even though he's had a match off now, he'll still get a match against a top 10 guy before Sinner. So, and if that's a 5-setter, he shouldn't be tired playing one really tough match this week. Compared to other tournaments, right? He had other tournaments where he was playing, 4-setters in the first couple of rounds, and then by the time he got to Sinner and Alcaraz, He didn't have gas. Unless he plays like this 6-hour match against Musetti or Fritz, he should be okay for Sinner in the best shape he can be. And if he can't beat Sinner like in the best condition he is, then that sucks. But at least he gives himself the best chance. If he can get through Fritz or Musetti in 4 without getting injured, then maybe he's got a chance against Sinner. Maybe there's an opportunity there. Because the last time he's played Sinner, he was tied at the French. He was tied last year, Wimbledon last year, and then he played Alcaraz at US, right? Like in Wimbledon, he was injured, right? So, yeah. So I hope he gets through Sinner. And he can beat Musetti and Fritz. He's never lost to Fritz. He's barely lost to Musetti. He should beat both of them in 4. And then go on to play Sinner in the semis. And hopefully Sinner, for Djokovic's sake, hopefully Sinner has a tough match against Ruud or Shelton. So he has to battle through his quarterfinal where Djokovic might get a bit of an easier run, and then they play each other, and maybe Sinner coming off a battle in the quarters, it makes it interesting. All right. All right. 6-2 first set. We're back. All right, love 30. Andreeva, first game of the second. As we just slice down to the forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva forehand to the backhand of Svitolina. Cross court, the backhand of Andreeva. Svitolina backhand again to the backhand of Andreeva, who goes down the line for a win. I love 40. This is better. Love 40. Great hitting from Andreeva. As the return goes in front of Svitolina, she has a drop shot. Andreeva gets it. Volley from Svitolina, but Andreeva volleys it past her. 1 love Andreeva in the second. This is better. Much better. Good rally by Andreeva to get the point. All right. Nice work. Are we going to see Andreeva step it up now? Well, the answer might be yes, yes. All right. Andreeva breaks to start. Breaks to start the second. Okay, there's a bit of slice from Svitolina. Andreeva puts it away. And it's 15 love. Okay. Is it a 4-9 on the stretch from Svitolina? That's in the net. 30 love. As that goes out in the return, it's 40 love. As Andreeva hits another winner. 2 love Andreeva in the second. Two zero. Svitolina is 93-4 win-loss when she wins the first set of Slam. Well, she better be ready because this is getting crazy. As the backhand goes into the slice of Svitolina. Sorry, Andreeva, and Svitolina overhits at love 15. Love 15. So a fault from Svitolina, second serve. Seven to the back end of Andreeva, back end of Svitolina into the net. Love 30. This set is going so fast. Love 30. Return goes into the forehand of Svitolina. Down the line at the back end of Andreeva. Svitolina volley. Andreeva pass. Oh, she missed it. 15-30. Raducanu can win the AO. Hell yeah, she can. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. As with a backhand rally. Slice from Svitolina into the forehand of Andreeva. Svitolina backhand. Into the backhand of Andreeva. That's inside out to the forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva on the attack. Again, as with a backhand from Svitolina goes into the backhand of Andreeva. She goes down the line again as Svitolina gets it. Andreeva again with a forehand to the forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva drop shot. Too good. Totally different player. Andreeva in the second set. 15-40. Great drop shot from Andreeva. All right, saves one with an ace. 30-40. Svitolina serves. Into the forehand of Andreeva. Svitolina back into the backhand of Andreeva. Down the line to the forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva backhand again. Goes long and Svitolina gets to deuce. All right, deuce. There's a fault from Svitolina, second serve. Serving the forehand of Andreeva, backhand of Svitolina. The backhand of Andreeva, Svitolina backhand down the middle. Andreeva goes cross-court in the net. And it's advantage Svitolina. Advantage Svitolina. Serve. Into the slice of Andreeva. Svitolina forehand. It's straight to Andreeva, but Andreeva missed it. That was too easy. 2-1. Svitolina holds. But Andreeva has the break. Okay. Anisimova is playing tomorrow against Wong. And the winner of this plays Coco Gauff. All right. Andreeva with the break. 2-1. As Andreeva serves for Svitolina. The backhand of Andreeva. Svitolina slice. As Andreeva again to the backhand of Svitolina. Into the backhand of Andreeva, but she overhits it. It's love 15. Love 15. First serve is a fault, second serve. As the return goes in the backhand of Andreeva, Svitolina forehand. Into the slice of Andreeva, Svitolina with an inside-out forehand to the backhand of Andreeva. And Andreeva hits it out, love 30. She really did need that double break, it seems. Love 30. As the return goes in the forehand of Andreeva. Svitolina forehand to the forehand of Andreeva. Again, the forehand slice of Svitolina, but she hits it out. And it's 15-30. And we get a fault. Second serve. Svitolina seems to be hitting the ball more cleanly. Yeah. Oh, double fault. Andreeva's going to lose it here if she gets broken. Because she has been... Well, she should have been up 3-love. All right, 15-40 to Get back on serve. Serve in the back of Svitolina. Return the back of Andreeva. Svitolina in the net. 30-40. All right, still break point, 30-40. Andreeva. Overhits the forehand. And Andreeva's getting angry. She thought she should have been up love 3. Or 3 love. And now she's back on serve. She is not happy. All right. All right. 15-0. And just serve now from Svitolina. Here's a fault. Second serve. As a return from Andreeva goes into the back of Svitolina. Andreeva forehand into the back of Svitolina. It's a winner. 30-15. $30-15. 30-15. Lovely hitting there from Svitolina. Why can't the commentator pronounce Andreeva's name correctly? Hey, I've got a name. All right? You may address me as sir. Or professor. 30-15. As a return goes in the backhand of Svitolina, but she hits it out. And it's 30-0. 30-0. Serve again from Svitolina. It's a fault. Second serve. Second serve in the backhand of Andreeva as we get a forehand now from Svitolina. Andreeva backhand again to the forehand of Svitolina as Andreeva goes down the line. Into the backhand of Svitolina. Andreeva forehand in the nets, and it's 40-30. 40-30. I'm sad tonight that finished early. What am I going to do for late tennis? I know, right? Today's been... the last few matches have just been... Yeah, very... Yeah. Anyways, Svitolina holds. It's 3-2. She's got the lead. And she is up 3-2 and won the first set as well. Okay. 3-2 in the second. So tomorrow, the schedule is out. We start with Pegula taking on Keys. We're officially halfway through the tournament too. Musetti versus Fritz. Swiatek versus Inglis. And then, because Djokovic is not playing because of Menchik withdrawing, it's Ruud versus Shelton. At night, after Swiatek. We also have Tadiri Sinner. That's happening on Margaret Court Arena before Swiatek's match. So there'll be a bit of a double header there. That's fine. Raducanu and Mertens is also happening tomorrow, and so is Anisimova Wong. So there you go. That is all happening tomorrow. Rude Shelton could be interesting. I'm so glad that match is on by itself at the end of the day. Because that match, I was scared we wouldn't be able to watch it because Djokovic Menchik, right? But now that match has been moved to on its own, it's going to be like this time tomorrow. It should be good, and the prize is probably playing Sinner. Hey, thank you On for becoming a member. Appreciate that. All right, 3-2. Svitolina has a set and the lead. Let's hope Rude doesn't have to withdraw. Oh, can you imagine? He's like, oh, sorry, I have to go home. Shit. Yeah, that would be a bummer. All right, Svitolina. Nice hitting again. Love 15. As the return goes in the backhand of Andreeva. 4 now from Svitolina in the net. And it's 15-0. What's going on with Mirra? Well, she had a 2-love lead, nearly 3-love, and then she lost it. And she's kind of lost her momentum in her. She's getting a bit frustrated by what's happening as Andreeva wins the point, 30-15. Will the Australian Open get better? Absolutely. 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 There you go. 100% record on the ball, so absolutely. Ah, 40-15. As the return goes to forehand of Andreeva. Slice from Svitolina. Again, the back of Andreeva. Svitolina down the line, the forehand of Andreeva. She goes cross court. Svitolina's there with a forehand cross court as well. And the slice in the net by Andreeva, 40-30. Good decision to move Rude to the main court. People already getting their tickets to see Sinner. Exactly. That's true. Thank you for streaming today. No worries. It's been a long day. I think the longest day so far, I think, because we've streamed like longest straight from start to finish. Like there hasn't been a break. As Andreeva gets a bit lucky and it's 3-all. So yeah, longest day continuously streaming today. Yesterday was like probably a longer day overall, but we had a break in the middle. So definitely could feel that. Tomorrow's going to be the same though. All right. Hey, Murray, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome. Appreciate it. 3-0. Andreeva holds. Serving the forehand of Andreeva. Return goes to forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva down the line as Svitolina hits a backhand cross court. Andreeva backhand goes into the backhand of Svitolina. She hits a winner down the line. Beautiful shot. 15-love. $15-love. Serve again. Into the forehand of Andreeva. Svitolina forehand to the forehand of Andreeva. Svitolina with the backhand. Into the back of Andreeva, who's on the attack and puts it away. Lovely shot. 15-0. Great backhand winner. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. Svitolina is so good. Yes, she is. She's very good. Winner plays Coco Gauff, by the way. 4-4 rally. As Andreeva to the forehand of Svitolina. Svitolina goes wide. 15-30. I tell you, so many people stuck around as well, which I love that. I mean, it could have been easy for them to just all, to leave. But they stuck around. Guess that Demon Or match wasn't enough. All right, nice serving again, Svitolina, 30-0. As the return goes in the forehand of Svitolina, pass goes wide by Andreeva. 40-30. Svitolina for a 4-3 lead, and Andreeva is trying to keep it together. You can tell that she wants to throw something. A racket, a tantrum, a fist. I don't know. She wants to throw hands. She is definitely on edge. First serve's a fault, second serve. Serving the front of Andreeva. Return the backhand of Svitolina. Andreeva goes down the line with the backhand in the net. And it's 4-3 Svitolina. She's a break and a hold away from winning this match and knocking Andreeva out. And making her way to the quarterfinals here. Has she made the quarters here before? I'm sure she has. She's so consistent. I'm sure she's made the quarters. She has. She made the quarters last year. Oh, yeah, I remember. 3 times a quarterfinalist here. 2018, 2019, 2025. 2018, she lost to Mertens in a big upset. She was the 4th seed. Mertens ended up losing to Wozniacki, who won the whole thing. And then in 2019, she, of course, lost to Osaka, who also won the whole thing. And, of course, last year, we all remember she lost to Keys, who won the whole thing. So, yeah. All right. Will Andreeva still thank her if she loses? Thank herself if she loses? That'd be interesting. We'll see in the press conference if she does lose what happens. All right, 3-4. She does look kind of down. As we go 4 down the line to the backhand of Svitolina. Forehand from Andreeva. Svitolina on the attack. Hits a forehand winner inside out. Beautiful shot. It's love 15. Love 15. Serving the backhand of Svitolina. Andreeva forehand to the forehand of Svitolina. Off the tape to the backhand of Andreeva. As with a backhand wide by Svitolina. 15-0. She serves again, Andreeva. She's keeping her cool for now. But I think if she gets broken here, the racket's going to go with it. $15-0. Serving to the front of Svitolina. Drop shot on Andreeva is good, but Svitolina's quick and hits it in the net. 30-15. 30-15. Serve again. To the back of Svitolina. Return to the back of Andreeva. Down the line to the forehand of Svitolina on the stretch. Andreeva in control. Svitolina passing shot. Andreeva drop volley winner. Beautiful shot. All right, 40-15. 40-15. As Andreeva serves. To the forehand of Svitolina. Slice on Andreeva. Goes to the backhand of Svitolina. Andreeva backhand. Oh, she flicked it wide. All right. 40-30. Hey, Greenberg, thank you for the 5. That's so cool. I'll talk to you after work. 40-30. Serve. Into the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand from Andreeva. Goes long and reduced, and Andreeva's pissed. All right. We get the deuce. This is getting real sketchy now. All right, deuce. As the return goes in the net by Svitolina. Andreeva survives. Advantage Andreeva. Advantage Andreeva. Andreeva trying. Is she crying? Is she upset? What's happening? She's trying to keep it together. Serve. Into the forehand of Svitolina. Forehand from Andreeva. Into that Svitolina forehand. Andreeva goes down the line. Svitolina there with the backhand. Into the forehand of Andreeva. Svitolina slice. Cross court. Andreeva gets with the backhand down the line. Good shot. Up goes a lob by Svitolina. Bounce smash. Nope, it's a forehand. No, it's a smash. What was that shot from Andreeva? Svitolina now goes to the net. Slice goes in. Andreeva backhand passing shot winner. 4-all. Weird rally. Andreeva survives. 4-4. I don't know how Andreeva won that point after that weird smash. But she did. 4 games all. Nice hitting. Good pickup though by Svitolina on that backhand, but Andreeva's too quick. All right. Andreeva holds on. As we do a forehand rally. Svitolina. Into the back of Andreeva. Andreeva in the net. And it's 15-love. 15-love. Winner plays Gauff in the quarters. As a fault from Svitolina. Second serve. As with a forehand rally. Andreeva goes cross-court again with a forehand to the forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva down the line, goes off the tape. Svitolina recovers. Andreeva passing shot, too good. She apologizes. 15-0. 15 all. Great work from Andreeva to make the pass. There's a bit of fault from Svitolina. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Andreeva. Back in Svitolina. And Andreeva hits it in the net. 30-15. Svitolina serves again. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Forehand from Svitolina. Into the backhand of Andreeva. Andreeva hits it wide, and it's 40-15. And it looks like Andreeva might have to serve to stay in this match. Andreeva having a hard time injecting any pace into her shots. Yeah. All right. Nice serve, Svitolina. Here we go. It's going to be Andreeva serving to stay in the match. Quarterfinal on the line. Should we let everybody back in? Maybe we'll do that. Let's do it. Open the floodgates. Welcome back. All right. Let's see if Andreeva can hold her nerve and her serve. Can she do it? Well, she's punching herself in the leg, so that's not a good sign. Man, Andreeva is super, super upset. Can she recover? Okay. 5-4. Andreeva serves. A fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Svitolina. Forward from Andreeva. To the backhand of Svitolina. Cross court, the backhand of Andreeva. Sliced into the forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva. Backhand again to the forehand of Svitolina. As Andreeva. Forehand. Cross court again to the forehand of Svitolina. As Andreeva shanks it. It goes in. And Svitolina puts away the forehand. Love 15. Love 15. That was unlucky for Andreeva. Love 15. As the backhand goes down the line from Andreeva to the forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva. Forehand down the line again to the backhand of Svitolina. As Andreeva. Backhand again to the backhand of Svitolina. Andreeva backhand slice. As Svitolina. Forehand cross court into the forehand of Andreeva. Svitolina forehand again goes in the net. 15 all. All these rallies are so tense. 15 all. Andreeva serves again. Out wide. Return goes in from Svitolina. Andreeva goes down the line for a winner. Good play. 30-15. And we get a fault. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Svitolina. Return to the backhand of Andreeva. Svitolina. Forehand cross-court. Andreeva gets a slice. Into the forehand of Svitolina. Andreeva, bit of a shank on the backhand, goes into the backhand of Svitolina as Andreeva. Again to the backhand of Svitolina. Just going backhand to backhand. As Andreeva with a forehand now. Into the backhand of Svitolina. Andreeva on the stretch. Into the backhand of Svitolina. Into that Andreeva forehand. Now Svitolina. Forehand down the line. Great shot. Andreeva gets it. Forehand cross-court. Andreeva gets it. Svitolina forehand down the line off the tape. Andreeva with a drop shot in the net. 30 all. So unlucky. Andreeva's racket goes flying. 30 all. Man, a little bit of luck from the tape, but also, I don't know about that drop shot. I don't know if the drop shot was really... I mean, it was there, but Svitolina's quick. She probably would have got there. And Andreeva's racket took the blame. Boing. And she starts yelling at her coaches. See, this is the problem that Andreeva still got. 30-0. Serve again. Double fault, and it's match point Svitolina. Match point Svitolina to play Coco Gauff in the quarterfinals in a couple of days. Man. Andreeva serves. I feel like Svitolina's going to hit a return winner. Serve. The back of Svitolina down the line in the net. Oh, she went for it. You can just tell her face. She was just like, I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to try and hit a winner off this one. Like, you can just tell in Svitolina's face, she was going to hit a winner, or it was going to be an error. Her face said it all. She just had that like look of like, mate, let me hit a winner. Return goes in. We're back to deuce. As we got a forehand now from Svitolina. Great shot. Andreeva slice. As we got a forehand again for Svitolina. Andreeva puts up a moon ball. Svitolina hits it long. No, it goes in. Andreeva gets it back. Forehand again from Svitolina. Now she hits a moon ball. And Andreeva goes for it. Backhand cross court from Svitolina. Now Andreeva getting Svitolina to run. Backhand goes wide by Andreeva. And Svitolina shakes her racket. Advantage Svitolina. Match point 2. To get to the quarterfinals. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Into the backhand of Svitolina. Return goes backhand of Andreeva. Svitolina with a backhand. Down the middle. Andreeva gets it back. Andreeva now with her backhand. Bit of a moonball goes into the forehand of Svitolina. She throws it back up in the sky. As with another backhand from Svitolina cross court. Andreeva gets it. Svitolina on the attack. Cross court winner. Svitolina wins. And she is going to take on Coco Gauff. That was kind of easy. And I'd say Andreeva's been great this year until that match. Like, that was the match that broke her. She was playing amazing until that match. And she still has that issue where when things get sort of tough, she does struggle. There we go. Svitolina taking on Coco Gauff. That's what we're getting. That's going to be the quarterfinals. And that is going to be a very interesting quarterfinal. All right. Oh, yeah. Svitolina played a great game. But it was at the start of that second set where Andreeva had a chance to go to a 3-love double break and she didn't take it, and then everything went backwards. You know? Everything went backwards. As soon as she didn't get that double break, she started to lose it. Andreeva needs some power in her shots. She has power in her shots. It's just the mentality part. It's just the, if she doesn't get that, like if she got that double break, she probably wins the set. But she gets broken and she's still up a break. She's still up a break, right? Sorry, she doesn't break the second time. She's still up a break 2-1. It wasn't like she got broken back, and then she did get broken back, and then everything started going wrong, and the racket started leaving the hand, and then she started yelling and started losing it. So those are the moments, and look, that's called maturity, right? Hopefully, as time goes on, she's gonna get better, and it's gonna be better, and she's gonna be able to deal with that better. But at the moment, that's an issue. It's been an issue at the French Open last year. It was an issue this year. At this tournament, it was an issue at times last year. So it's just a bit of a. Again, it's something that she can grow out of. Like it's just a maturity thing, and she'll get there. She will get there, but not unfortunately not today. They didn't shake hands? Yeah, because that's just normal. No worries, Izzy. We'll see you later. Yeah, great victory. Great victory for Svitolina. Yeah, Andreeva's still a teenager, exactly. So you got to be. I mean, let's not be too harsh. And it's not the first time, so it's not like we're saying something that's like, oh, well, she doesn't listen. It's like, no, she probably knows this. And it's just going to take time, Early night tonight. I know, we finished really early. Super early night. Mirra will win a slam one day. Hey, she will. She's got the shots. She's got the game. Just these moments are the ones that have let her down so far. But she's got time. She'll be fine. Yeah, another lesson, and again, it'll take some time before, she'll learn. She's got the game. That's the hard part. Just got to get the other part done. Yeah, look, there's plenty of teenagers that deal with things differently, but not everybody's the same. People are different. People deal with situations differently. I'm sure I deal with situations different to you, right? It's just a thing. You can't say, well, Jovic can deal with it. Yeah, okay. Jovic and Andreeva are not the same person. They're two different people with different upbringings, with different lives, with different experiences. Also, the fact that Jovic has got no experience is a massive plus because she has no baggage. She doesn't have to think about the last time I was here, this happened. She's playing fresh. So it's not a good comparison with Jovic because she's never been here. She's playing for free, right? Whereas, Andreeva expected to win. Andreeva top 10 player. This is, last time she played the slam, last year at the slams, things happened at times where, again. Also, Jovic played put and saver, and Andreeva played Svitolina. Svitolina's a little different. So, yeah, we can't just be comparing teenagers because they're all the same age. I would rather that they hugged at the net. Well, that's not going to happen while there's an active war going on. Why do we have to explain this? Come on. We all know this by now. People from Russia and people from Ukraine are not going to interact because they're at war. That's what's happening. It's been like 4 years. And you might not understand it or you might not like it. But it is what it is. So you have to accept it. Getting angry about it is silly. It's not going to change unless things change, right? But I mean, I've been explaining this for 4 years. This is why we're still talking about it. It should just be obvious. Common knowledge by now. If you're still getting upset by now, then I can't help you. Is that cold in the stadium? Monfils was wearing a puffy jacket. It's colder than yesterday, yeah, but I don't think it's cold enough to wear a jacket. He's wearing a winter coat. Come on, Cam. Jovic beat Paolini too. Oh, it's been a long day. Shut up. Just leave me alone. Okay, Jovic and Andreeva are twins. What do you want me to say? I don't know what you want from me. Yes, let's compare everybody together. What do you want? Jovic beat Paolini. And that has what to do with what? Like, what? Explain. What are we doing? There's no excuse for Mirra being overly emotional, except that she's young and she has, like... For Roger Federer was breaking rackets at this age. Are you kidding me? Roger Federer was smashing rackets and losing his mind at this age. And then look what he became. So why are we going, Andreeva, she should be this at this age? What? Roger wasn't. He was worse. Oh, you're baiting me. Oh, well, congratulations. You seem to defend Mirra a lot. I'm not defending her a lot. I'm just saying that, hey, maybe, leave her alone for a second. Just think about it for a second instead of being like, well, this person has this problem and they're never going to get any better with it. It's going to be a problem forever. She'll never get over it. Like, relax. She made the fourth round, yeah. Look, the expectation was that she would make the quarters. She made the fourth round. She lost to an experienced player in Svitolina. Okay. She still has work. She's a work in progress. She's not perfect. And that's fine. Andreeva does talk big. And she's learning to walk big. She's getting there. So whatever you want, time will show with Mirra. Exactly. Coco leads 2-1 against Svitolina. Nice. What if Jovic beats Sabalenka? What do we know? I mean, Jovic has nothing to lose. That's where Jovic comes in totally different. Because Jovic is playing with nothing to lose. She had nothing to lose against Paolini. She had nothing to lose today against Putintseva. She has nothing to lose against Sabalenka, right? Playing with nothing to lose is totally different than playing with the burden of being a top 10 player and expected to make the quarters. Totally different pressures. And it'll be interesting to see when Jovic becomes expected to win, right? Because then we're going to learn a bit more about her, right? Andreeva back in 23, when she had nothing to lose and she was going through plays, even at the start of last year. Remember when at the start of last year, we didn't really expect her to win Indian Wells. We didn't expect her to win against Swiatek or Sabalenka, right? And then she did. But then when she got to that stage where we're like, oh, well, now you are one of them, that's where it's kind of gone wrong. She hasn't been able to handle that pressure that everybody's putting on her because she's now one of the top 10. Jovic is on her way. Once she gets to top 10, we'll learn about her and what she can do. And if she can deal with that pressure that Andreeva has. And we will, because she will get to top 10. Jovic is going to make it eventually, right? Sabalenka's too powerful, though. Well, we'll find out. Jovic came out of nowhere for me. I mean, yeah, maybe like 6 months ago, she kind of was like making waves. And she just won Adelaide. Who, Andreeva? Yeah. Yeah. But she won it. It's almost like she won it too easy. Like Andreeva needed a test or so, like to get over one of these test players, but she kind of won. Everything was coming so easy, and then when it started to get hard, today was an example of what happened, right? So going forward, this is the improvement that Andreeva needs to take it to another level, right? To take her game to the next level and be able to play against Gauff and play against Swiatek at Grand Slams consistently. That's what they all have. I mean, Coco, Swiatek, Sabalenka, all these top 10 players, they might lose to Svitolina, right? Svitolina's no slouch. She beat Swiatek at Wimbledon a couple of years ago and semifinals of slams and top 4 play. Like, Svitolina's no joke. But yeah, Mirra's going to work in progress. She's still got room for improvement to be better. Can't wait for the time when we get the Jovic, Eala, Mboko joint Valentova. Yeah, they're all playing well. All the players are work in progress, not only Mirra. Yeah, Mirra, of course. Everybody's. If you're not a work in progress, then what are you doing? What are you doing if you're not working every day? That's a life lesson. Everyone's a work in progress. No one's a complete person. Because then what's the point? What are you going to do after that? But with Mirra, we know exactly what she needs to do. And we've seen it. So we know what, we're like, okay, well, she can figure that out. Then what? How far could she go? Just like Coco, right? If she can get that serve working, how good could she be? It's a sport. We're talking about the questions. These are the questions we ask. We're having fun. Everyone forgets that Coco's 21. Oh, exactly. Yeah, Blast, I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking so much about Mirra's work in progress? Yeah, because nobody's asking any other questions. Ask another question and we'll move on. Change the subject. There we go. I think Gauff Svitolina will be more competitive than Gauff Andreeva, still with Gauff winning. I think so too. I think the experience of Svitolina will make it a more interesting match. I would have loved to see Gauff Andreeva, but I agree. I think Svitolina is more competitive and Gauff's going to have to work a lot harder and it's going to be a lot more fun, I reckon. We've moved on from work in progresses. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you talking? Well, you're stuck on the work in progress. Move on. Gauff better win or she's such a disappointment. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm sure she's going to take that real personal from you. I'm sure she's really going to sit back and go, oh, that person in that random person's chat is disappointed in me. Svitolina doesn't have the serve to bother Coco. Okay, but Coco has to serve well too. She served well today, Coco. How to put and save or lose? Badly. Quickly. It was Jovic mauled her. It was a surprise. She wasn't ready. Just checking the score. Adelaide champs are out. Who won Adelaide on the men's side? Was it Medvedev? Yeah. Zverev winning in straight sets is something to talk about. I mean, today was actually a flop, unfortunately. We had one 3-setter and every other match was straight sets. Match of the day was Gauff, Mukova, and Alcaraz Paul. But they weren't the best matches of the tournament by a long way. Hopefully tomorrow's better. Our plan tomorrow is we'll watch more matches. Oh, you've been timed it 23 times. That's why you're doing this. Okay. I got to check how many times people have been banned so I can ignore them. What do? We're going to watch almost everything tomorrow. Tomorrow's, with Djokovic not having to play, we've got a pretty good schedule tomorrow. Pretty big match, a pretty big day tomorrow, but yeah. Watch you for a couple of years. You ever get bored of what you're doing? No? No. I can hear a silence. It's Raducanu, a silent killer waiting in the wings. Yeah, I feel like Pegula, Raducanu, and Anisimova are all not being talked about that much this tournament. There's just sort of because we've got Sabalenka, we've got Gauff, Jovic is a big story. We've got Swiatek down the bottom. Osaka was a big story. She kind of stole the first week, right? The way with her walkout and also with the drama with Castella, and then she withdrew. Like the whole, it felt like Osaka was in the news every day this week, right? She's been the story of the week, pretty much. Not always for just the tennis, right? So then it's allowed Raducanu and Anisimova not to actually be spoken about at all. Until now. Now we're going to talk about them, but yeah, Osaka has taken the attention, and Sabalenka have kind of taken the attention away from everybody else. So yeah. Rude versus Shelton is happening instead of Djokovic. Any last questions before we leave? Prediction for Keys versus Pegula. Pegula in 3. Pegula in 3. Yeah, Shelton Rude. I hope it's 5 sets. We deserve a 5-setter. We haven't watched a 5-setter all week. It's day 9 and we haven't had a 5-setter. We deserve a 5-setter. We're supposed to get one today. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining. But half the quarterfinals are set. We've got Svitolina Gauff. We've got Sabalenka Jovic. We've got Alcaraz Demonor. And we've got what's the other one? Zverev versus Tien. It's a great quarterfinals. But tomorrow, 4th round action date, second part 2, I should say. I'll see you then tomorrow, bright and early.